everyone, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and hot topic today, and that is the November election. So the question, hi, can you do a reading on Trump in the upcoming election? When will this tyranny end? So, a lot going on here. I get that this upcoming election looks really tough, and I've always seen that Trump's going to win, but to be honest, the powers that were, they are pulling out all the stops to try to regain power. When Trump won in 2016, it set their plan of world dominance in a socialist America back by at least about 20 years, and another term of Trump would set them back even more. They've been working hard to lessen the 20-year loss that they had with all the emotional upheaval and social unrest, but their plan and agenda is difficult to execute with Trump in power. So they're still trying to do what they want to do, but it's becoming much more challenging. To be clear, I just want to say that I'm not saying that Trump is a perfect guy. And, you know, he is mostly, as I see it, blocking a takeover by the powers that were. He wants to honor the Constitution, keep the rights of the people as they were. I see him as one time actually being slightly democratic, but as the scales have tipped and the democratic ideals have gone way, way left, more to the socialist realm, he resonates with the conservatives. He is for free markets and capitalism, which is what founded the economic side and inspired innovation within the United States. You need to have competition and motivate people and to create this inspiration. And I see that he is for that. It's just a fundamental ideal, and that's what he's trying to preserve. So going back to the election, especially with the tactics of the powers that were in play, I truly see this split either way because of the ruthlessness that's just going on. I'm still leaning toward Trump, but it's going to be complicated. And I get if Trump does win, the left is not going to accept it. There's going to be upheaval like we have never seen, and the riots of the Black Lives Matter is going to look like child's play. It may be a month of scandal and recounting of votes before he will be named the winner. So if he wins, they're going to count, recount, fight it, do everything that they can to try to block it. And now on the other hand, if Biden wins, I get that conservatives are going to be more outspoken than ever. Conservatives didn't like Obama, but they did accept it, and they dealt with it. And they're not going to accept a person who's going to lead them to socialism in an America that isn't America anymore. They're not going to tolerate someone with a preference of younger adults either, and we all know what that means. We've heard and seen evidence of that. They especially won't accept someone that won by voter fraud and cheating, which is going to be the pathway for that to happen. There will be protests. There's going to be an that's going to be so energetically charged that it could spark a war within the U.S., which is another outcome I absolutely can see coming to fruition. We're in for turbulence regardless of how November turns out, and it's going to be at least a month of controversy following before things settle. Beginning of 2021 looks to be a little calmer as people work through these results, but I see it still being strained. The election is going to cause a divide that I'm not sure can be really repaired here. It's almost like two different countries emerge from one. However, we're blended together. So it's a very convoluted mess, and we have to figure out how everything's going to play out. It's going to probably be summer of 2021 before some true peace can be felt. And I am reminded that many times, and sometimes needed for positive change, that we have to rebuild something from scratch. And I feel like what's going to happen out of all this, based on everything I've seen, that the government may be rebuilt or restructured for the better as a result of this election, because there is just so much social divide that's going to be hard to bring people back together. And that was really all I had for this reading. I want to thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to like my video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.